Hello, fellow Sudokans, and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku puzzle for Wednesday, the 24th of March, 2021. In the news, I see in the US, President Biden is calling on the Senate, I think, to try to introduce some legislation to control guns. Americans have been trying to do this for a very long time. Of course, money is the key factor with big guns, gun companies pushing for more sales everywhere and controlling politicians across the USA, both Democrat and Republicans. I think it's pretty unlikely. I remember during the 80s, one of my favorite artists, and I still listen to a lot, was Gil Scott-Heron, one of the greatest lyricists ever. And I remember him. One of his songs was called "Gun," and I'd like to quote from it from you. Everybody got a pistol. Everybody got a 45. And the philosophy seems to be, at least as far as I can see, when the other folks give up theirs, I'll give up mine, and that's what he's saying back in the 80s. And not much has changed there, unfortunately. And we've seen recent mass shootings continuing, dreadful events. Okay. That's the news from the US. Let's get on to our Sudoku puzzle for today, which is being declared medium. Medium. So we may have some beginners with us, and if we do, here's what we do. It's what I do, as Obama has been known to say. We fill in these sections here with the numbers 1 to 9. There are 9 squares in each section, so each number can go once only. We have columns here and rows here, 9 and 9, and each is divided into 9 squares. So guess what? Numbers 1 to 9 go into each square once. And so we look for places where numbers can go. We do it normally through a process of elimination. For example, this 5 in this row means a 5 cannot appear again in this row. So it cannot appear here or here because it's already here. And this 5 in this row means a 5 cannot appear here or here because it's already blocked by this 5 here. Got it? So this 5 here blocks these 2 squares, this 5 blocks these 2 squares. And guess what? There is only 1 square left. So guess what? That has to be a 5. And so we can write in number 5 because we know that is correct. What happened to my pen? Something weird has happened to my pen. It's gone to a fine point instead of its normal wide shape. How strange. Okay, never mind. Let's get on. There is a 3 across here, and a 3 across here, and a 3 coming up here. So the same process of elimination. This 3 means 3 can't appear again in this row. 3 can't appear in this row because of this. And a 3 can't appear in this column because of this 3 at the bottom here. So that has to be a fine 3. It's so weird. It's almost like I'm not using the same pen. Okay. That's thrown me off my game for a second there. Well, what else is going on? So I'm looking around the board for things that I notice. For example, this 4 across here, 4 across here, and this 4 down. So exactly the same thing that we just looked at with the 3's here. So 4 blocking here, 4 blocking here, 4 blocking here means that that square is the only available square for a 4 now. Let's fill that in. Okay, not seeing anything immediately except these 9's here, 9 across here, 9 across here, 9 here. blocked, blocked, and blocked, leaving just this one. Ah! Oh wow! I've just found out something. This pen has two ends. I've only just discovered it has a thin end here, which I never even knew about. It's a double-ended pen. I've been using it for weeks and had no idea that it has a second end. I shall fill these in darker ink. Well, what a surprise start to the morning. It is early, by the way, very early. The puzzle was only published a couple of minutes ago, so in the UK it's just after midnight. Here in Thailand it's early morning. Right, so perhaps that will put me back on my game. Or perhaps not. Okay, so no, I thought I'd seen something, but no, I have seen something. Okay, so this 3 across here blocks this row, and 3 blocks this column, so 3 has to appear in that square there. I feel like I should be seeing stuff rapidly, but eyes are not working so well today, maybe. Okay, so I've just seen something. So along here we have 4 empty squares. 4 empty squares. But I can, in this segment here, I can see 1, 2, and 7, right? So 4 empty squares, but 1, 2, and 7, not 1 nor 2, neither 1 nor 2 nor 7 appear in this row, right? So this square here has to be the other number, whatever that is, because 1, 2, and 7 cannot appear in this square here, right? But there are 4 numbers missing, including 1, 2, and 7. So whatever the other number is, it has to be here. So let's walk through what's missing. So we know 1 is missing, we know 2 is missing, 3, 4, 5, 6 do we have? No. 7, no. 8, 9. So it's 6 that goes in here. Okay, now I feel a slight awakening. Right, okay, that's a bit better. Okay, now in this, now our 3 numbers that are missing in this segment now are 5, 8, and 9, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't have 5, 6, 7, we don't have 8 and 9. But 8 and 9 are looking at this square here. So again, 3 numbers missing, 2 numbers looking at this square here, so it has to be the 3rd number. So that has to be a 5 because 5, 8, and 9 are missing, and 8 and 9 are here. Right. That's more like it, I think. Stuff is all here for the taking, I know it, but I just can't quite grasp it. Okay, right, this has to be a 4, right, because we already have a 4 in this segment, so 4 can't appear here or here, right? So in this column here, 4 is eliminated here and here, and we have a 4 blocking here, in this square here, so that has to be a 4. Okay. This 7 blocks this square. We don't yet have a 7 in this segment, so that has to be 7. And there's one number left, which is 1, so we can fill that in there. Right, what else? Still feeling like I should be seeing something. Oh, there it is. Okay, so, right, we can get this number here because 1 is, okay, so there are 3 numbers missing, right? So 1 we don't have, 2, 3, 4, 5 we have, 6 we don't have, 7 we don't have. All right, 7 we don't have. So it's 1, 6, and 7, but look here again, 1 and 7 are both in this row already, so eliminating 1 and 7 from this square here, so that's got to be a 6. We have 2 numbers left along this row. One of the missing numbers is a 4. I can see there's no 4 here, and this 4 blocks here, so the 4 has to go there. And the other missing number along this row is 8, so we can fill that in immediately. And now that we've done that 8, we can see this 8 in this column, 8 in this column all the way up, and 8 blocking across here, so 8's got to be in that square at the top. Okay, and bring that 8 across, and this 8 across, and this 8 up, giving us an 8 here. You don't tend to kind of follow around the rows and columns when you get on a small kind of roll like this. I think if you are new to the game, you'll find that that's what happens. This has to be a 9 now, okay, because our 9 blocks here, and this 9 blocks these 2 squares, leaving just that square there to be a 9. And now one remaining number in this segment is an 8, so we can fill that in. The 8 blocks along here, this 8 blocks here, and so 8 goes here like so. The 2 missing numbers in this column are 1 and 2. We don't yet have a 1 or a 2, but 2 blocks here, so that's got to be our 2. And this is our last number in the column. It's a 1. We don't have 2 yet in this segment, but this 2 is blocking here, so that goes there. And the last number to fill in is 4 in that segment. There's one missing number here, which you'll see is 1. We don't yet have a 1, so we can put that in there. 6, 7, okay, nothing there. Right, what else? So that's 1, 6, that's no good. Okay. Right, so time to shift our focus somewhere else. Try not to get stuck in one location for too long. It's unhelpful, I think. Let's cast around. Okay, the 8 down here, and 8 down here, and 8 across here. Leave just that square there as an 8. This column here, we don't yet have a 1 or a 7. Those are our 2 missing numbers, but we have an intersecting 7 here, meaning 7 must go up there, and 1 must go here, like so. Now that we see this 1 across, 1 here can come across here, this 1 can come across here, leading us to put a 1 in there. The missing numbers along here are 2 and 7, right? But this 7 blocks this square, so it's just the same process here. We haven't had to do anything unusual or strange or particularly difficult for this Sudoku. Once you wake up, all you have to do is wake up. 2 across this row here and 2 blocking down here give us that square there. There's a 2. This 3 comes down, this 3 for the top blocks these two squares, so that's our 3, like so. What's missing here? 6 and 9 are the two missing numbers here, but this 9 blocks here, so 9 goes here and 6 goes here. One number left here, we must be able to find it. It's a 7. We don't have a 7 in this row yet. We do now. Okay. There's 7 blocks this column here, 7 blocks this row here, and so 7 goes there. There's one number to get, which is 1. Okay. This 1 blocks this square, 1 blocks these two squares, and so 1 goes here. This 1 blocks this column, this 1 blocks this column, although it's unnecessary because we have these 1s, intersecting 1s across here, giving us a 1 in that box there. There's one number missing here, 1. It's 2. We don't have a 2 yet, so we can fill that in now. Now that we've done that, we've got 2 across here, 2 across here, intersecting 2 from down here and here. So just the one space where we can put 2. Again, this is just using the same move over and over, really. Moves like Jagger, but move singular like Zen today. Anything else? Oh yeah. Okay. So we have this 9 blocking these two squares, this 9 blocking this square, this 9 right across, giving us just that location there for a 9. Now that we've done that, this 9 blocks here, this 9 blocks here, and so 9 goes there. We're almost there now. This 4 blocks this square, this 4 blocks this square, this 4 blocks here. The Guardian has given this a level of easy, 4 blocks here. That's 4, that's 5, the last remaining number. But I think, sorry, the Guardian has given us a level of medium, 7 across here, 7 across here. But I believe this is really an easy puzzle, not medium, because we haven't needed to do anything. 7 blocking here, 7 blocking here, 7 goes here. Haven't needed to do any thing except wake up. That's the only thing we've had to do today, is just kind of manage to open our eyes properly. I haven't had any coffee or tea this morning, and maybe that made me a bit of a slow starter, but just as soon as I woke up, I think it's really not that difficult. The 3 blocks here, last number is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't yet have a 5 in this column, so that's our 5. Up here, 5 blocks there, that's 5. Last number is a 6. Down here, 1, 2. You don't have a 3 yet, so that's got to be a 3. The last number in this section here is a 6. Just 2 numbers before we can get our breakfast. 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't have a 5. 5 blocks here, that's got to be 5. We don't have 6 yet. Now we do. Let's just have a quick gander through to make sure that we haven't made any dreadful mistakes, which sometimes happens. And I think it looks okay, and so that's the end of our puzzle today. If you are a beginner, check out some more medium and easy level puzzles, but remember to push yourself, stretch yourself, go forward to the harder level puzzles, especially if you see any videos on my channel that say hard brackets easy. It means that although they were given the hard level by the Guardian, in fact they turned out to be much easier than expected. Please subscribe to the channel, subscribe to all Sudoku channels, pass on the word of Sudoku to your friends, and get them to play and increase the role of logic and sanity in an insane world. I hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you very much. Bye bye.